Hey guys, thank you for tuning in for what I want to call my favorite challenge to close up the month strong, and that is the High Five Challenge. But before we get started, I want to give you a quick little tip on how you can come into alignment with your business, and that is just the attitude of gratitude is what I call it, because your energy, your excitement, all of that is going to be contagious. So if you're one of those people who, when it's time to do follow-ups, you have this little sense of dread because you don't want to bother people or you don't want to seem pushy, let me share a little secret with you. That is coming from our mind, our ego mind. And sometimes our fight or flight syndrome kicks in and we don't want to be that buggy salesperson because we've had that done to us. So guess what? You're not. You're not going to be that person. These people have already expressed an interest in Posh. They love the samples. They gave you their contact information. They showed up at a party, event, whatever it is. They've already extended their foot in to say, hi, I'm interested in this. So your job as the Posh consultant is to follow up with them and make sure that they are getting the A1 service that they deserve. Okay, so first things first, to get out of that feeling of, I have to message people and I have to follow up. It's the attitude of gratitude. And I spoke about this in one of my corporate trainings, but I call this my rapid fire gratitude, 60-second, just rapid fire gratitude. And what it's going to do is going to open up your heart and put those lovey, fuzzy, warm feelings in. And as you're thinking about your Posh business, you're thinking about all those lovely people that you just want to touch and bless and who are going to receive you well. And you won't have to worry about that icky feeling. Okay, so I wrote down a couple of things because with the attitude of gratitude, you really want to be expressing a truth. You don't want to be saying something like, I love booking parties if it really stresses you out, because you'll be throwing that out there, but internally you're like, I really hope somebody doesn't catch that. You know what I'm saying? Because you're afraid. So that wouldn't be something that you wanted to use as a gratitude, right? So a couple of things that I jotted down were, thank you for the opportunity for me to work from home, because I am so grateful for that. We are so blessed to be able to have that opportunity. Another thing I wrote down is, thank you for allowing me to touch the hearts of other women through our Posh products, because that is the true reason that I joined Posh, is to help people come back to center and remember who they are. Because as women, what do? We put ourselves out there and we help everybody else. And sometimes we forget about number one right here. You can't pour it from an empty cup. So I love reminding women that it is okay to take that 5-minute, 10-minute pampering break and just indulge for yourself and return back to your senses and get rid of the chaos of mom life and all the many hats that we wear, right? So those are just a couple. Go ahead and fill out some more, however it's gonna take you, and you just take a few deep breaths and exhale. As you exhale out your mouth, you're releasing all of that tension, all of that anxiety that you might have when it comes to follow-ups. And already I can feel the tingles coming, and that's a good sign. So attitude of gratitude, just push it out there. Your heart center is gonna open, and what? All of your customers who love Posh, they're just gonna start coming to your mind. You write them down. That's who you're gonna follow up with. Your Mom's Day bundles, the men in your life who absolutely love you because you're taking the guesswork out of them when it comes to Mother's Day bundles, right? So first, after you do the attitude of gratitude and you rapid fire and you get yourself in alignment to work your business, grab that pen and paper, trace out your hand. Every finger is gonna be 5 lines for 5 customers to follow up with, each finger. My goal every time I go into this, I use each finger per day, okay? So 5 people per day, that's all you're gonna touch, high five. And your goal is to gather at least a $40 sale. If you can do a $40 sale, 5 people each day, that's $200. We have 6 days left of the month. Can you imagine closing out your month with an additional $1,200 in personal volume? I mean, that's the goal there. But if you don't reach it, you have an extra 1,000, 800, 600, 500, 200, whatever it is. You work this how you want to work it. Don't let it stress you out, okay? So on one hand, I have one-on-ones, and I love to do one-on-ones because you get that personal touch with them. You get to be with them and see, you know, their body language and what they're really looking for. You get to feel that and see that. I like to do one-on-ones at restaurants because then I'm able to let the waitresses check it out, and that's another potential that I get to follow up with. I did put follow-ups on the other one, and that is for samples. So follow up with 5 people on samples. Mother's Day bundles I put there because that's what's coming up in the future, and I want to pre-sell at least 5 Mother Day bundles. And for that, you don't have to worry about it being specifically a $40 bundle package. Make those however you want them, 25, 40, 60, 75, 100. Imagine selling 5 $100 Mother's Day baskets one day this week. That'll really increase your personal volume. The other finger I have written down is parties. So this can be leads I had from parties. This can be bookings for parties if you need extra bookings for your next few months. And then the 5th one I have down is social media leads. Now it can be people who are just loving your posts, but maybe you haven't interacted with them on a posh level where you've sent samples out. So use them to send out samples, see if they want to share posh with other people, try and get a portable party. Like that's like a bonus extra, especially if you don't need too many more sales for PV to reach your goals this month. So I have some collateral that I'm going to drop in the comments below, but how many of you are excited to close out the month with this little high five challenge? Drop your pictures below, drop me your hands, tell me what you're working with, and hey, how about this? Each time that we get a lead to grab $40 or book a party or sell a bundle, just pop a high five in the comments. It can be an emoji, it can be a GIF, it can be your beautiful smiling face. That's what Presley wants to see. So guys, go out and have fun with this. I'm excited to see where you end up for the end of the month. So if you want to do that for yourself, screenshot your personal volume and see how we increase by the end of the month. Yay!